Hey all, welcome to the AWcast, the Audio Withdrawal Music Podcast. And we're back. After an excruciating few weeks of moving office, deep cleaning, renovating, remodeling, and overall chaos, we're back to the show. The streams and the epic memes. Wow, that last part hurt to say, so did all of this. Why am I in a radio voice? I'm your radio DJ. Maybe. I'm a radio demon from the cartoon for children on YouTube. Maybe. That last part. Hey. Yeah, we missed a lot. Let's get right into it. Sorry, it was a squeaky chair. I have to do this at work again. I'm also moving jobs. Got a new job doing AV install, so it's good. It's not what this podcast is about, so ignore all that. What do we have in the music news? Yes, it's been so long. I can't even remember how to do a podcast. But Secret Sky happened. Secret Sky 2, the squeakquel. We got some links in description for all these news articles that we'll talk about, so check it out. Hope you were there. I don't know why they call him DJ Porter Robinson in this article, because he's obviously a producer and performer. But yeah, no, I like the little avatars they had. I got some cute screenshots with me and Josh were scoping that out. It was super fucking dope, dude. Very cool show. A lot of the set list was pretty good. We had DJ Potato, just kidding, Potaro. We had KKB. Imano B2B Bushin was really insane. Wave Racer. I know him from Speedo Sausage Animation. Boys Noise was there, doing the houseiest set ever. Rezz and Porter. Rezz was right before Porter. They were the headline acts, but it was good shit. Lineup was absolutely insane. I liked it. And it was for a good cause. They donated to the Recording Academy. The Recording Academy's Music Errors Relief Fund for struggling artists with their, I didn't get any of the money. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But I mean, I struggle on a different level. It's all good. I mean, honestly, with the whole show, they could have done some stuff a lot better, I think. They had... Oh, I like the little avatars, you could talk. I did get in a feedback loop. We were listening to music through our speakers, and then I decided to turn my microphone on when we were talking in a group of people, and just looped and just ear raped everybody in there. And I feel very bad for those patrons that, they're like, oh, we're trying to make a connection, and then I just fucking ruined. So if you listen to his podcast, whoever was in the Secret Sky set that I did that to, sorry, I love you. From the Utah boys. I could have worn a headset, but then it would be it would be weird. It would be weird. I'd rather just ear rape everybody and ruin their time. So I'm sure they had a great show besides that. They're probably tripping out, and then just all of a sudden, you just hear that. You know what I'm talking about. It starts going back and forth, the feedback loop, like that. If I were to edit this podcast at all, I'd edit in the sound and make you guys suffer too, because that's what I'm all about. I think it was good. Yeah, they could have done, I don't know, I also missed one of the spots that was drop. I don't know. They could have done a total VR thing. I mean, it's not as good as the macro version of Lil Nas X doing a live Roblox concert. Or just yours, but I don't know. I think it'd be just do it in VR chat. You could just make a whole room for it, I guess. It was cool that you could still. I think you could still draw stuff. It had a viewpoint, a tree, and it's oh, go up in the tree. And it was all just outdoors and cool. It was its own thing. I don't think they had to make a whole thing about it. Because, you could just do it in VR chat. And if you put a VR thing on, you could, move your little arms. Your character's little arms. If not, you couldn't. That was the only difference. Maybe that was more inclusive. But you could do, little dance. I think it was... Yeah. It was so cute. Well, that happened, and I hope you just checked it out. If not, like, they've all, at least Porter uploaded his set. I've seen the Bushin set, the Boys Noise set afterwards, because I missed some of them. I'm not just going to stick around for what it was going to, from noon, so for 8.5 hours. That'd be pretty crazy, but yeah, you can go back and listen to their sets. Really good stuff, really fun. You can't go in the little venue anymore, but you know. What else is going on? You know, we talked about Spotify being a bunch of sneaky little spy cons. There's an update on that. They, a fucking bunch of musicians, they're speaking out against the Spotify monitoring speech murder. The likes of Tom Morello from, Rage Against the Machine, Alora, Jane Grace, DIIV, Speedy Ortiz. I don't know those guys, but they're like, "Hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? You can't have that. It's too much. That's too much power." Apparently the CEO is like, "Yeah, well, we have it and we don't plan on using it. It's like better that we have it and not use it." Like, no, it's better that no one has it. It's better that shouldn't be a patent. It just seems really fucking sketch. Or as the Fortnite child would say, it's very sus. Oh, that's so sus. We don't have our Fortnite expert, Octavia, on the scene today, but, I don't know. I didn't know it actually went through. I thought it was going through, and people were just like, fuck this. But apparently they do have the patent. And that's great, them having all that power. But it's just like, just having it in general is such a big violation of human rights and privacy rights. I don't know what they were thinking. Oh, I know exactly what they're thinking. They were thinking, let's do this. You spent all this money on this patent. It's not like they're not going to use it. They're probably just going to try to sneak it in. But because they had so much backlash, they're like, it's fine. And it's not like... because the patent's there, the technology's there, and it's like, yeah, your camera, your voice, your everything on your phone can be accessed by anyone, anywhere. It's not that hard to get into the back end. It's very telling that, that's such a thing. You just have to, for legal reasons, give us access, but it's like, if you don't want to be lawful, then you could fucking do whatever you want. And as long as you don't get caught, it's good. So there's some stuff for your conscience. Just you're always being watched from somebody somewhere, potentially, or literally. I don't know. I'm drinking coffee. I normally don't drink coffee on these podcasts, so I might be a bit chatty. Might be a bit of a chatty Cathy. Some people, when they drink coffee, they get anxious. Which leads us into our next news. There's some AI scripts for that. Dog? Some AI scripts to make music playlists to reduce stress and anxiety from the BBC. Click the link in description. There's a picture of this doctor or this some jackass with some... What are those things called? The doctors wear around their neck. And then they point in your ears and they say, "You have heart. Good job having heart." That guy's doing a big rock on. He's very epic. So yeah, and there's a picture of like a 3D printed heart rate monitor. Okay. I don't know. Meta Music. Apparently is a thing. It's a company based in Hull with big ambitions to transform healthcare with its music technology. It claims by using artificial intelligence to craft playlists suited for individual patient, it can reduce anxiety and pain. No shit. We knew that, doc. No, just kidding, but yeah, man, albums can like change your whole outlook on life and stuff. Outlook on just everything around you. But yeah, apparently they are making just AI sculpted playlists to help with individuals' needs, which is pretty cool because it's just music's such a subjective thing. And if they're like, oh, base it off of just people who like pop music or whatever, it's like, you're not going to get good results ever. But if they have some AI generation based on something, hey, maybe they could team up with Spotify, spy on the patients, and just come back with Just come back with Lil Nas X on repeat. I do kind of hope the scripts are open source and that they release those. That'd be pretty cool. But because doctors love making money, well, it's the BBC, so how's healthcare in UK? I don't know. In Britain. Also on this article, Imogen Heap gets brought up. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, no, I hope it's open source, but I don't know. I don't know how Britain does that shit. Yeah, Imogen Heap gets brought up. Mostly because she's just fucking insane with, like, tech and music and turning music into tech. Like, when she made that, like, techie god glove and that full body suit where wherever she stood on the stage and moved her arms or whatever, it, like, synthesize or adjust to synthesizer certain ways. Chick is nuts. What I'm saying is, look up Imogen Heap crazy tech, and you will find the crazy tech. It also says here, a patient burst out crying. I just ate a bunch of popcorn, and I'm struggling to breathe. You shouldn't eat stuff before recording a podcast. You get all burpy. This is my voice actor training that I heard from one voice actor once. Oh, it's probably not a thing. I'm all nasally and congested anyway, like normal. I know you love these sweet congested vocal cords. But yeah. This is why we need more people on the podcast. But you don't gotta tell me twice. I'm gonna try to find artists on Craigslist. I don't know. We might be doing other projects and stuff. Who knows, man? Anytime I think of an idea, I'm just like, let's do this. And I do it, and I'm like, let's do this. And then I don't know, think of other stuff. I'm like, oh, that'd be more fun. That'd be a better use of time. And just keep evolving on it. And like, okay, well, that idea was whatever. Because if I wanted to grow this podcast, it's like, yeah, better to get local artists that can branch stuff out. All that, but I don't really care. I just like talking into the thin air. So it's fine by me. Back to the article. It says a patient burst out crying after it ended. And I think they should have played the song forever to avoid feeling different emotions. Because, that's the problem with this. To get rid of the anxiety, you play the music, but then when the song stops, what happens? You're anxious, you're scared. You gotta go to church now, because Ice-T said, what was that I don't know, Ice Cube or something, but to go to church. It's not even Sunday. Churches are closed. Some of them are open. Mormon churches, I don't think, are open on outside of Sunday, right? I don't know. I live in Utah, dog. That's all they have fucking here. It's crazy. You can't just, like, walk into a cathedral. Salt Lake, you can. There's a couple. You can walk into a temple, I guess. Yeah, just a normal church. They're fucking everywhere, and it's like, there's nobody there on a weekday. It's all locked. I'm gonna go pray. What if I need to talk to my father, or my brother, or my many wives? Tangent. See, this is why I don't drink coffee on the podcast. No, it's fine. We do have. That's the news. More of the story. Fuck Spotify. They act like they're doing the right thing, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully now they have all this. It's like, this the moment people stop thinking about it, we're going to use it. So, whatever, who cares? If you expect to have any sort of privacy, then just stay offline pretty much, or don't put your information anywhere on any website, which is near impossible. New albums, of course. The Porter Robinson concert came out, so the fucking album came out. It's absolutely great follow-up to Worlds. It's called Nurture. This album goes into depth of finding yourself with peace and love and passion. Though the Worlds album, it was more like about old RPGs, fading out, and these different worlds that just have gone to rot. But this one's really more like internal to him. and it's like you saw sprinkles of that in the World's album, but this one's like a full like personal journey thing, and it's a lot more. You could tell, like even up to this album, he was doing like little like acoustic piano sets and really adorable stuff. I'm like actually getting goosebumps just thinking about like him doing that like riff for Look at the Sky, because holy fuck, when I like heard him do that, and then he did that in the full song. It's like, whoa. But that was like one of the first tracks produced, right? And then yeah, just built from there. And yeah, I think it's a great album. It feels like he's just wanting to get this out for he's been wanting to get it out for a while, but it's good to see he's comfortable enough with it to release it. A lot more orchestral or acoustic for a lot of the tracks. It's grounding to like a more earthly feel, like nature. It's called Nurture. There's nature on the cover, and all the music videos have nature, but it's like a dichotomy of nature and nurture, which like, what the fuck? He's getting back to more production of like live performance, live instrumentation than robotic production. But he still has some, synthesizers and stuff, but it's still, I like the message of it. Because EDM's so shitty and just oversaturated, which is garbage, that people are just producing in their basements. It's nice to see the music theory coming back. It's nice to see, the passion of playing instruments and being in a group or like jamming, stuff like that. It's very nice for like a big EDM act like this to like realize, let's do that. He's like going the opposite way that Zedd went into, which Zedd was like doing live instrument stuff, and then he went into tropical house like a fucking loser. Oh my god, like a fucking legend. Why would you do that? It's like you're just phoning it in. Oh well, maybe it's just that one song. I haven't listened to Zedd after I heard that. Very disappointing. Yo, check it. Check this album, Nurture. I saw a Anthony Fantano needle drop review, and he's like, hey man, didn't like the World's album, liked this one a lot. And I liked the World's album, and I still like this one a lot. I think it's wonderful. It's a bit of a juxtaposition. It's a bit of a different path, but it's great. He absolutely slayed it. And in the Secret Sky set is like mostly this album, so it's fucking wonderful, man. If not all, it might just be a full set like how Sufjan Stevens did the Carrie and Lowell live show. I think it's more like that, just totally themed out. Another album that came out was Fortitude by Gojira. It's a solid tribal or warrior metal album. I should have closed with the Porter Robinson, because that's all the albums that either I wanted to bring up on this podcast or that I found. But there's some singles. We got singles, little itty bitty singles. Some Dead Mouse, Shinko, and Rezz, Hypnocurrency. It was definitely made for a crowd. Nothing too groundbreaking. Still some cool, crisp sound design. They featured it. Rezz played it at the Secret Sky set. WILLOW came out with a single, Transparent Soul, and it's an aesthetic font, so it's just spaces between every letter. And it's featuring Travis Barker, your boy from Blink-182. WILLOW now is doing, for this song, it's like a 90s rock kind of thing. Koji brought this up to me. He gave me a lot of like Flyleaf, Paramore vibes of my youth. And it's very post punk rock. I'm sure Travis Barker produced it, because he's doing all the Suicide Boys stuff, and like, yeah, he's in the crowd with the rap scene and the youth. And now he's doing drum stuff with WILLOW, apparently, which is, hey, pretty cool. Any artist that wants to branch out to other genres, I think that's fucking awesome. If their labels will let them. A lot of time you're just stuck. But, I know WILLOW's more like mainstream label, where they're like, if something works, we keep doing it. But I don't know, she like way back when, whip my hair back and forth, and now doing this, and like kind of does their own thing. I'm sure having Will Smith as a papa helps with your creative integrity. That you could just say, hey, fuck it, like we'll pay for it if it doesn't go, but it will go. And this one, sure, man, good on you. It's nothing too crazy, but like cool, dude. I love branching out. New 9 Inch Nails and Health. Ooh, the song's called Isn't Everyone. It's exactly what you'd expect from like a heavy retro wave electronic grunge collab like this. It's fucking really good. Yeah, like 9 Inch Nails goes really nice. Like if you heard the Health album with all like those heavy synth retro wave acts that came out around the cyberpunk thing. Imagine that with 9 Inch Nails grunge, not grunge, fucking. I don't know. I call it electronic grunge. I don't know. What is 9 Inch Nails? Just noise. But in the good way. In the musical way, noise. It's great. Check it out. Lomp did a song called Animal. It's an interesting indie electronic track. A.G. Cook did a song XXoplex, something. It's an aggressive electro club track. That's a good one to check out. I'm doing all positive ones. I don't want to bring up any negative shit. These are all good. Ones that stick out. Well, I think, favorite track definitely gotta be the fucking 9 Inch Nails one. That is my track pick of the week. Fuck it. Let's get into the campfire. Am I gonna do the sound effect? Campfire, switch it up, do the sound effect, cut in here. Welcome to the campfire. This is the segment where we find new Bandcamp album drops, basically just go to release someday and say, hey, these tracks I've been checking out. If you want, we're going to play little samples because there's no way we're going to get copy struck by songs on Bandcamp for the most part. Like, we are good. Oh shit, I'm missing one of my things. There it is. Okay, first, we have a fun garage thing. The song is... It's just a song, yeah. Just spray. You ever thought of that? Like, don't do that. And replicate it. Vibe it, jam it, groove it. I can't help but dance. Oh yeah, like 70s rock kind of thing. Yeah, check that out. Link in the description, like always. More links in the description. Go check it out. We got another one too. We getting fucking multicultural on this one. We got España. Wait, where was that from? Spain. Right, España. Yeah. Great shit on the words. Check this out. What's from Fancy Space? Wait. Fancy. Man. Loads of North Greece and the ABC. Yeah, I think this is a concept album. Documents desires to feel the nature. Oh, Birds of the Sea. That'd be so nice. It's like a minimalist Greek story rock kind of thing. But here's the track, here's the first one. It's all in Greek. I don't know how to say the names of the songs, but here. The first track. Of what the... I actually wanted to visit Greece. It's a lovely place. With a history of homosexuality. Nah, just interesting ways. What was it? The Greeks learned how to have sex, and the Romans learned how to have it with women. I believe that's the phrase. Pretty well produced. This is a terrible monitor speaker, but you know, skipping the song a little bit. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, they got a lot of guests on this too, like half orchestra on some of the tracks. It's pretty cool. That track? It's coming through a little bit. It's really well produced, yeah, but it's getting into it stuff. But yeah. I don't understand the fucking word, but it's beautiful. Check that out. I don't know what the album's called. It's some sort of... I can't... Trap. Hold on. Oh god. Is this really? Wow. Minecraft Edge is actually terrible. That is really oh my god. Five. Oh, that's how you say it. It's like a support line in it. From B to center B. Let's try that. They start translating into Latin. The 10 C's are back. The album F. The album C. Records the desire to feel nature and simplicity of great stories. Okay. Oh yeah, it was translated on the internet. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's it. There's your cultural appropriation. And then appropriation out of whatever. This might take it too long here, but I'm still doing this at work. Whatever, it's 4:30 in the morning, fuck off. For the last 2 weeks I'm working night shift. I'm gonna get it while I can. Next on the list, we have a fucking Death Grips inspired style, Angry Garage Experimental. But, instead of Death Grips, it's much less coherent. Check it out, Food Corpse. Let's start a little bit. I think I've heard of these guys before. Is this gonna... That might be copy struck, I don't know. drum sounds so bad, it's so MIDI. God, I love it. I'd love to see these guys do a live show. So they're based in New York. This album's called Absolute Zero. And there's Absolute Act 3. That's the one we just listened to. It's the first track. Second track is Act 2. Third track, this is Act 2. This is more for the hearing. Their logo is also dope as hell. It's just Mickey Mouse ears for the O's. I don't think that's their main logo, but their main logo is the Mr. Robot font. Look for, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. These guys are fucking wild. How much can you butcher the element break? Yeah, if you want angry fuck you music. First track is just like a piss take put together. That was pretty interesting. I mean, check out the other songs if you like the aesthetic. It's very specific. Yeah, Act 1. Yeah, this song, the whole album is piss take. Actually. They do have other good stuff, like Demo. Oh, just experimental noise. I love it. So, check those guys out in that list. Crack, crackle, crackle, secret links of the day. Check it out, it's fucking hilarious. There's not even right now, so not to. I love you. Let's talk about the album. What was it? Similar to that garage band garbage torment we were just listening to. Machine Girl. Machine Girl. Because I'm young and hated it was stand for. Goddamn. So, let's start with some track breakdown. Track 1. This one starts up a little bit slower, but still not so judging. It's the slides in the west and past the album. The tune of the album is playing towards the higher decibels. Keep in the mood. Even the lyrics are like snatch or partial guess and figures. Second track, Fuck Up the Face. The synthesis on the track is more animal. Have you anything about the really cool robot effect? Then Get Off. Get off. No. Plays over and there's a lot of chaos going on in the itself, but it's right back here. Sneaking the track is not exactly the section but I can't be sure. Because apparently the full lyrics are lost to time. Or at least don't always go up on any website. Like Genius lyrics gave up. Like any indie lyrics or anything, like you can only kind of translate this. I guess the thing with Machine Girl is they don't post their lyrics anywhere, so people just kind of guess. I don't know about the energy anyway, kind of, but you can kind of make out some of the stuff, but you're never 100% sure. That might be a flaw in the album, I don't know. But that's Fuck Up the Face. It's the only kind of drags and pulls like rummy synth this kind of thing. A lot of the songs like pushes and pulls you, but you always have the right spot. Track 3, Dumbhands. The Dumb Field are excellent track. Basically,
started just blowing a bunch of oil. It's sticking like a weird unique way. Its control chaos is always there to see about real estate. So playing with gets out of hand. But how it is. This week is going to take it too far all the time. Track 4 is called 9 minutes and 43 seconds. I don't think it's actually that long at all. But it's a little early to count down. First, it's the hard part where it goes through the game's stuff in the album. It's rated up. We're to the show about what was just supposed to be expected. Coming cheap or bitch. Next track we got is what the hell? I really like the dial-up set for it. Nostalgia is great. Yeah, that's what these tracks. It was like how long it was like 10 different parts of the cramming it all in one thing. Like over-saturated. The vocals are like comparing mastering and reality. And the middle of the track just explodes to the harsh production. Trying to sound very modified. Kind of like a gun, you know? Kind of a bullet out. But then style that way. So it calms. Yeah, yeah, but I need some information in there. Once it's on it, keep it way back to all the girls check it out. Another track where writing that song, the last song, where it just goes right into the hard beat, breaks your heart like a VHS, and then the five chords. The having the voice section scratch vocals about saying that people say drums everywhere, something I've been to those conventions in California. Holy cow, it's true. The next time someone comes up to me and asks me what I've done, I'll say nothing, fuck you, and walk away. Because that's all it is there. It's so fucking disgusting. And I mean, I think I'm pretty sure they're in New York. I keep seeing them do like live shows in New York, so I'm sure they hear that shit all the time at like meetups of artists and stuff. Like, oh, what did you do? What are you in? Fuck off. Can't you just have like a human connection? It's so shallow. So I really like that track. It speaks to me. I might be misinterpreting because I mean, you know, music's subjective and all, but that's what I got out of it. Next track, Sad Claps. It's like an IDM style glitch track at the beginning. You know, some Apex nods. Another track that's way more all over the place with beat changing completely every few bars at points. But it still like matches with the theme of the song so well. It's like just like a 4-course meal just like going side by side, but they're like totally different. They work really well with each other. It's really interesting how they do that. Seems to be about half-assed production, not really worthy of much, but they got a paycheck and a few sad claps. And that's the message there. I thought the go-go. I'm running out of breath. Jesus. Oh, that's I need other people in the pod, dog. Because I'm fucking dying over here. That song, I thought the go-go. It's a more punky garage guitar style to start this song off. It is more mellowed out from less glitching and harsh synth effects, though don't be misled, they're still there to spade at the end, and a good transition to the next track, which is called Bitten Twice. This one starts with a story guitar that comes off smoothly from the last jam. It's got the one-word slammers throughout the song. You can tell they just got you can tell they got like bored with the beat in the background, so they chop it up and mix it up casually throughout the verses, which I always really like in music because it's like, I don't know, it seems like a lot of artists get fucking lazy and they're like, ooh, I wrote half a song, time to copy and paste and then do intro and outro. And then, so you never get like a different drop or anything, the structure's always the same, and then you just hear the same thing twice. But
And Machine Girl is more like, nah, fuck it, we'll just change it every 16 bars. Like, we're just gonna glitch it up. Beta Beast is a next track. It is a dichotomy of having an aggressor coming out of a beta or weaker foundation. That's what I got from it. Transforming from beta to the big beastie. It still sounds with their hardstyle synths. Fuck all humanity. Calms down at the end to transfer to a PS1 style composition. So back to the video game aesthetic. Next track is Sleepy. It's X-Sleepy, like Sleepy Little, but X is a breather track of the album. The second one, like 9 minutes and 43 seconds. You get the slower paced PS1 game background music that gets into a groovier jam, while robot soundbites tell you to go to sleep, go to sleep. Apparently, since the BPM isn't 400, this is a good time to take a nap during the album, so sleep tight. The next track, wake the fuck up, dog. It's... Oh man, I'm gonna fuck this up. It's Japanese. What's that? Ka. It's all hiragana, so I should know it, but I don't. Where's... Oh man, is this going? Give me a second. Uzumaki, that's it.
Uzumaki.
Uzumaki. What was it? Uzumaki? Uzumaki? Yeah, something like that. Whatever, I'll hit gunna. Violence is back. H-break in this track. Should have just ended there. Violence is back. The end. That's the album. 10 out of 10. Each break in this track is something new and catchy. Can't seem to stick to one beat. They like to do that, it seems. Even breaks down into a chuggy guitar riff for a second and salsa swing meme. Yeah, it gets a little saucy at the end. I'm just reading off my notes, kind of going with it. They just totally, like, they're all over the place, but it's the controlled chaos they're going for. Next track is Machine Girl versus Wolf Girl, but it's Machine Girl versus Wolf Girl, because it's all condensed. It's like audio which I actually kind of stole from Star Factor when they do albums like SGR, KR. That's music Machine Girl versus Wolf Girl. Ew! Do you just want to hear the hip? The intro is the coolest thing. After the bomb, it's still on dead cool, my better time. I'll give you help with the last track is a combination of whether or not it's destroyed the video game. So get back at it with this and collaborate with the album. The rest can be some up in the middle, but it's not I said it, I don't even overall, I would say not really a straightforward story to follow. That would be a different piece. So, get the basic idea of the song and feel the energy and stuff. Don't really need all the lyrics, I guess.
It'd be nice to have those, but I guess I love the chaotic frequency, I love the actual way it starts together. Those are neat, it gets you into the level. Start coming back. Very, very unique. So it's really based on rest of the lyrics, ideas, and composition. I don't have a rebellious, rage-filled pain musically and lyrically. They're almost by other options. You're only doing switch up styles and genres, and then like a whole video game style. More chill, more 8-bit shit, getting crushed up. But this is constantly. They have concept pieces where they all share an idea and style. Work around that. A little bit of sampling. I don't know, unless there was some common sense or where these sounds could work better because I think the soundscape is really directly singing, making vocal percussion melodies where they sample all together. Focus for everything in the tracks, even more so down that the easiness is it and by it. Music to cover production, but I don't know what's in place. Feels like way more control than they put on the if you listen to the album more, oh yeah, they just like slant shit over each other, but the instruments work really well with each other. It seems like chaotic production, like I said, chaos, it's the whole thing. You can hear just all the little effects of sprinkling here and there, like a triplicate reverb pad on a vocal bar that is used amplification. It's like they just use it in one little thing. You just hang around and you never reuse it, but it still sounds good once in a while. Just keeps the songs excited when they are. And overall, I personally rate this album 5 and 9 out of 10. Styles of everyone, you know, really crazy, really chaotic as far as their genre goes. They have family protection. Main reason for talking on top is really being kind of lackluster for me and just slopping up a bit here and there. Otherwise, exactly what I'd want out of a Machine Girl album. Produced stuff. I feel like people can be shit for doing such a high level of this album. Oh, this dog shit's pretty. Nah, on very surface level, yes, but this is an album that if you get into it, I hope they're going to start covering the chain going. Yeah, check out, listen to some of the tracks. This is like on Spotify, they all have tracks. Like this. Yes. No. No, sorry, guys. Like you love it. That's what it is. This is the longest, love this how strong this is. Got everything how strong, said, George, my neighbor. Only way over got some Hammer Tweet Silent Reality by Akira Yamamoto, which is a interesting rock animated version of mystery-style crap, with ambient atmosphere building the soundscapes, and yes, most of the LSDs yes, I'm not that yet, but I really like this one, it's yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got like that animated should be kind of like that with the it's good. I used to listen to long players, no commentary, after I got you will get some of the game's life, and all that. I Downhill probably wasn't the best, but I like it. Silent Hill, we can't go Silent Hill, Acting up a little bit of confidence, underrated stuff. Probably not underrated, I'd just say my favorite new single is just that 9 Inch Nails and Health collab. I really like that. Very cool. I'm getting into the heavy stuff a lot more. I need to diversify. But yeah, that's the show. Let's do, since no one else is on this pod, I will recommend the Clipping album, CLPPNG, Clipping, for to listen to, and then in 2 weeks, you listen along, you play along at home, come back, we'll talk about it. We'll say what we like, we'll give it a rating, fuck it, let's do it. We're getting back, we've moved, everything's good, we got some plugs, we are getting back into streaming. As always, check the Twitter for stream times and stuff. Next month I'm getting a new job, so a new stream schedule and a new upload schedule. So yeah, YouTube upload schedule. The stream is still the same for now, but it will change. Check the secret links in the description. And thanks for listening. I'll see you in hell or 2 weeks, whatever comes first. Okay, love you, bye. Definitely not in a closet somewhere.